Alright, with all that residual lag finally dying down, I think it's time to finally start casting. Anyway, my name's YJ and welcome to Under the Sea. It's gonna be a daily series, which is called... what is it called? I actually don't have a name for it. What is it called? How should I do this introduction? This is the first episode? I don't know. The first upload? Something. Alright, so this is the first episode of YJ's catch and cast. So cast and catch, because you throw out the fishing reel before you catch a fish. Is that how it works? I don't know, I've never been fishing, but whatever. It's gonna be the first upload, first video of YJ's cast and catch, whatever. And my name is YJ. Basically what I do is every day I will upload a video where I cast a random Southeast Asian Dota 2 game. It's gonna be a pub game where I don't know who the players are, or maybe I do know the players, and maybe I show a bit of bias towards them or something, but I don't know. I haven't actually figured this through yet. I used to do this on Twitch without uploading it, but might as well just upload it right now. So into the game here. It is an all-pick game. Is it ranked? I don't think so. Look at the chat. It is not ranked. Okay. Standard all-pick game here. Dire versus Radiant. Normally I start casting when all the heroes are picked out, but I guess we can, because this is being streamed and recorded at the same time, I probably will edit it later, so we're just gonna have to wait. I'll cut out the intro part before I upload it. So we're just sitting here and waiting for something amazing to happen. Stream is on. Welcome to the stream, whoever's watching. How many viewers do we have? We have no viewers at all. Now that's really something. That's really something right there. Is everything working? Yes, everything's working. Alrighty. Man, casting Dota. Casting alone is hard work. It's also really stressful, and you don't have motivation when you cast solo. Hopefully we'll get a good game out of this. Maybe a 20, 30, 40 minute game. If it exceeds 2 hours, I'm going to kill myself. So that's that. And I need to find some way to disable the Steam pop-ups as well. I don't know how to do that, but we'll get to it eventually. We're almost done picking here. Just 2 more heroes to go and we can try and do the cast. What a game. I wish I was good at analysis. If I was, I would be able to tell you how to hype up the draft. How to say, oh wow, with the last pickaxe here, he really puts Kills Knight into perspective. Counter Helix does do a lot of work against illusions, and Medusa herself is already a countered Chaos Knight, you know, stuff like that. But I suck, so I'm picking terribly into Medusa Axe. I don't know if that's a good idea, but just have to wait and see. The game's gonna proceed now unless I lagged out, which is what happens in the start of game sometimes. We are having a bit of delay here because spectating from Dota TV. It's a brand new game, brand new mode, and we're about to start. I think we are about to start. Yes, here we go. I see Dota is taking some time to load portraits. That's alright. And Team Tower Showdown as well. Ooh, it's a close match, but Panda Bear single-handedly carried the entirety of the Dire team to victory. Alrighty, here we are. We got some disconnects coming right off the bat, and alright, let's start the cast. My name is YJ. Welcome to episode 1 or video 1 of YJ's cast and catch, I guess. YJ's casting catch, where I will be casting Dota 2 games every day for 2 months. 1 match a day, uploading it on YouTube, streaming myself cast it, and probably playing some games as well. If I had more people with me, I will be casting as well. But I mean, casting with them. Yeah, if I had more people with me, I would have a co-caster right now, but everybody's dead. So let's go ahead and introduce the teams. On the side of the Radiant here, we have Dikalaioshni on the Terrorblade, Verschlinger on the Disruptor, Volt Frost on the Chaos Knight, Winner Chicken Dinner on the Spirit Breaker, and Meister on the Invoker. For the side of the Dire, we have Cypher on the Medusa, Kofifi on the Rubik, Panda Bear on the Bloodseeker, Monsoon on the Abaddon, and Triggles, like triggers but with an L, so Triggles on the Axe. Sounds like a kind of food, but okay. So Terrorblade's gonna be solo safe lane. Disruptor is just hanging out in the mid. He wants to put a ward later, I assume that's why he has this Orb Sword. I'm not sure how the lanes are gonna go out. Is this a roaming Chaos Knight with a ward as well? Orb of Venom level 1. Offlane Spirit Breaker Chaos Knight. Is that a lot of kill potential? I don't know. They are facing off against Rubik Medusa. Medusa herself very fragile hero, but Rubik at least provides some sort of disable with the telekinesis, and they could stop a rush down when CK and Spirit Breaker hit level 2, but we'll just have to see. So it is going to be the Terrorblade Disruptor lane against the Abaddon Axe. So this lane, I think, is somewhat unkillable. Axe and Abaddon, very solid heroes, but the mid lane is left for Meister against Panda Bear. So ideally Invoker should beat Bloodseeker unless he gets outplayed. The Bloodright, yes, it is the Bloodright. So why is there no space between Blood Rage, but there is a space between Bloodright? Now that's something that should be fixed in my opinion. But the Bloodright can be used to last hit because it does do pure damage, but the damage isn't that much compared to things used to last hit like Shockwave. But in the bot lane, the Metamorphosis being used early, doing a bit of damage to the axe, but Terrorblade did suffer quite a bit as well. He is a very weak level 1 hero, Terrorblade. Yeah, he is a really weak level 1 hero. He does have 73. He does have 73 attack damage, but that's like 3 attack damage more than Shadow Shaman, so I don't think it's a big deal honestly right now. Top lane, let's take a look here as we open up the last hits denies. Here we go. I really need to get used to the hotkeys. I always forget there are hotkey options for them. Abaddon coming from the back, a few auto attacks on the Disruptor. The core is going to be outright miss. A good attempt though. I don't know what MMR is this. Looks like it's going to be 1k. Volt Frost on the Chaos Knight, and his name is too damn long. I'm just going to call him Spirit Breaker, alright? The Spirit Breaker. It's going to be lifted, but Spirit Breaker, very tanky hero with the Stout Shield as well. We're just going to waste Rubik's mana, and without telekinesis he can actually go for a gank with Chaos Knight, but CK seems to be rotating down. They want to get the Bloodseeker, is that it? Illusion Rune now. Does have a stun. He is thinking about it. I don't know what he wants to do. Panda Bear. Alright, seems like he doesn't know. Yeah. And I don't know what this Chaos Knight wants to do. Oh, he finally decides to go back to the top lane. The pings are coming out for the Rubik, and is the Spirit Breaker ready? It's in position, a ward is being placed there. Greater Bash and the Charge of Darkness is up. Volt Frost there. Getting one auto attack in. The slow from Orb of Venom coming into play here. No telekinesis by the Rubik. But that's gonna be that. Chaos Knight brings Rubik in his illusions in the back line just for aggression as well, and trying to trap the Rubik. Now, one snake will be able to kill the Chaos Knight, but it looks like he's gonna be salving up. The mana shield being procced, but it's not good enough because the illusions and the Spirit Breaker doing so much work. That was a pretty easy, not that amazing first blood. It was just casual plays here and there. But I really would like to see the Abaddon and the Axe actually go. Oh, the Axe could go in for the kill with the courier, but no. If only he was level 6, he could immediately just cow the courier. Start sending the courier down into the side and slowly fly its way home. Terrorblade actually being able to get farm against an Abaddon Axe lane inside. I think they aren't doing their job properly, but to be fair, he does have a Disruptor Abaddon finally coming in for the tower dive. Level 2 Apophic Shield. That means he has no way to deny himself. If he has gotten like miscall, he could at least deny himself. But yeah, they finally resolve to pull the lane back. So again, Abaddon Axe here, that dispel, the shield, Apophic Shield, cancelling out Thunderstrike. Very well played, but the hasted Chaos Knight on his steed Armageddon will bring chaos and ruin to all. But instead of going to the bot lane, he instead wants to gank a Bloodseeker. That's a viable option too. Meister on the Invoker level 5, the hasted Chaos Knight. Haste is no longer available. There we go, the stun goes down. It's a 3-second stun. There is the Mango available here for the Chaos Knight. He can bring in with the Reality Rift, the Tornado out. There is no Exhort on the Invoker, so the gank was a failure. And Disruptor dying bot against Axe Abaddon. Now that's something that should have happened, I don't know, 4 minutes ago. But it finally happened, so they're finally doing their job. It's pretty sad that the Bloodseeker didn't get anything. I mean, the Bloodseeker didn't die though. If Invoker played Exhort instead of Wex, I think that would have been a kill. The Sunstrike could have landed maybe. Just needs to believe in himself. Top lane, the Snake gonna do some harass. It's not gonna be bouncing enough to the Chaos Knight, and he could opt for the Reality Rift right now, but he wants to go for the Rubik. He gets the stun off. Or the charge was cancelled, but Rubik brings Spirit Breaker to tower. Thank God that wasn't the bash, but Chaos Knight very hyped for the kill. Punches Rubik to death. And they can turn heal for the Medusa, but they don't. And now Bloodseeker, feeling Chaos Knight here, feels the thirst, goes in ham, tries to cast Rupture, cancels it, goes for the Blood Rite. The Axe is forced to rotate out of the lane as well, and I think that's why Terrorblade can farm. Why did the Axe come? I don't know. He delegated himself to the jungle now. Okay, with the Rubik TPing down to the bot with a ward, letting the Medusa solo top. So here's the plan. You charge Medusa, Chaos Knight goes in with 1 Reality Rift, and you kill Medusa because he has 600 HP, 5 armor, and basically no escape and no mana. So here we go. You can actually opt to dive the tower because there is no TP on the Rubik or the Axe, but they decide against it and play defensively, I guess. Now Rubik here with the lift onto the Disruptor here. Okay, not that big of a deal, but there comes the call. Oh, the Disruptor, is he dead? Oh, Abaddon takes the kill. Battle Hunger level 1, not strong enough to pick him off. Okay, Terrorblade with no spells. There's a random illusion. Things are pretty simple, pretty boring right now. Game is stale, but at least there's some action. Invoker taking his time to farm. We can switch over to the net worth graph. You can see that Bloodseeker actually with. Oh, now this could be the gank of the ages. There we go. The auto attack that's coming in, the Blood Rite, but it's not enough to give Thirst. But he does have Dust. Goodbye, Meister. That was easy. Alright, the kill in the bot lane though, that was interesting. Was that a Sunder kill? No, it was not. Axe just overestimated, underestimated the Radiant team with the Chaos Knight coming in, bringing a hefty bit of damage. I guess it was enough to kill the Axe, surprisingly. Illusion on the Bloodseeker, but that doesn't matter because he is chasing after this Spirit Breaker. Double TPs at the same time to the shrine. He turns heel, walks straight into the disruptor. There is a glimpse that can be coming in, but disruptor doesn't use the glimpse and gets silenced. The Spirit Breaker was silenced as well earlier. The tornado hits 3, that's a very nice play. The EMP to follow up, a bit late, but still burns the mana of both Abaddon and the Axe, who does not have Blink Dagger yet. Rupture was not committed up there. Chaos Knight just died as Rubik. He didn't use Telekinesis, he just died. Chasing up the Terrorblade now. Does have the Sunder, turns on the Metamorphosis, going for the auto attacks. The charge comes in, goes straight for the Bloodseeker. Bloodright silencing Spirit Breaker, Meister, the glimpse over here. Axe is gonna be dead. The Spirit Breaker ulti finally coming down, kills off the Bloodseeker with help from the Invoker's Tornado. Now the charge yet again. That's gonna be a 3-for-1 trade-off. And can they catch the Abaddon? Looks like they do not continue chasing him. So overall, that was pretty good. The fight recap just disappeared in front of my eyes as well. So we can't look at the fight recap now. Or is that? Can we? Is there a way to look at the fight recap? I guess not. Axe coming in. Does he have a blink? No blink on the Axe yet, so I'm not sure how they want to engage this. The Bloodright to zone. Rupture on the Invoker. Axe is coming here. The Tornado on 2. He is battle hungered. Somebody needs to save him, but they don't. Nobody saves his ass. Sad boys. Face boots on the Chaos Knight. Interesting build there. Charge on the Medusa. He does not have Stone Gaze, but he does have good effective HP due to that mana shield. No Phantasm on the Chaos Knight, but there we go. So much damage being pushed in. The mana shield helping a lot, but the Greater Bash brings it downtown. As this happens in the mid lane, the massive dive for the Terrorblade comes in. Was that a Quelling Blade kill? Not Quelling Blade, Culling Blade kill. Yes, maybe. Was it? Doesn't show me the fight recap of it. Okay. Please, Wobo. Let's assume it was a Culling Blade kill, because the axe killed him. And it was a lucky spin or something. On the Crow, it's going to be... what is this? What, a Spirit Breaker. Echo Saber. Good choice. Gives him chance to bash twice in a row, or redeem himself with a bash if he missed the first one. His ulti is up, so he should be ganking non-stop, but they do not have vision. Is this a smoke? Yes, it is a smoke of defeat, but the charge down the bot lane. Invoker is down. Chaos Knight goes in for the stun on the Bloodseeker. The charge is on its way. Cavalry has arrived. Actually, not so fast yet, but eventually it will. It's a smoked cow. Rams the Bloodseeker head first. Gets off the kill. You can just ulti him, but he doesn't because the glimpse is there to make sure the Abaddon doesn't TP home. Nice glimpse there by the Disruptor. 1 for 2. A mid for the mid and a support. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, for support Abaddon. But you commit the Metamorphosis, so Terrorblade is gonna try and push this down solo. If he gets caught by the Axe with backup, I don't know what's gonna happen with him. The Axe is lying in wait. He knows that something is gonna... an opportunity is about to show himself there. The Terrorblade Trugos can just walk in. Doesn't blink for some reason. Trugos anytime soon with the blink. Okay. It's a bit drawn out there, but okay. So Terrorblade's down. That's really horrible for the Radiant team now. So I'll get this back on. Yep, highest on the net worth is the Bloodseeker with 5.7k gold. Going for the Sanjay Yasha build, the old school Bloodseeker build. The face boots as well makes him very old school. Top lane, Medusa's here. The lift, the Stone Gaze is not gonna do that much work unless he stoned the Spirit Breaker, but the Chaos Knight is not affected. Axe is here, goes in for the blink. No mana to call. Okay, sure. No mana to call. Sure. I guess that means nothing of value was lost. They just propped the stone gaze and got out safely. Dikaisioni down here will come face to face with the Bloodseeker if he chooses to commit. A good silence will basically guarantee him the kill. TP is on cooldown for Terrorblade as well. He opts to fight. The Bloodrite is going to come down. Can he get out in time? He gets the Sunder just in time, but Bloodseeker will go down eventually. The Disruptor's level 1 Thunderstrike, was that the game changer there, or was it the magic wand? That's something to think about. Look at that. That's something to think about. He's gonna ask. Then is he gonna reply? You? Oh, you. Well played. Magic wand, bro. Magic wand. Nice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top lane is gonna get pushed down with no chance of defense. Meister is not in a good position to actually throw in a defensive tornado. He has a massive stick coming up from Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. I'm not sure if that's true, but Panda Bear here, the Rupture out onto Vleshringer. Goes in for the TP. Does he make it out? No, he does not. And now the Bloodseeker is gonna run away. But he is being charged by the Spirit Cow, the greatest bash of all. Deliverance to this day. Is that going to be a bash? Is that oh, okay, never mind. It just needs a bash. What the heck is this Chaos Knight doing? Are you serious? It's Chaos Knight? Oh, it's Chaos Knight. No, it's not that way. It's an axe there, yes, but sees the Bloodseeker now. He sees the Bloodseeker. He saw the Bloodseeker. He should be chasing the Bloodseeker right now. Right now. As the X gets a call on the Terrorblade. But Voltfrost is in position to come in from the back line. The Spiritbreaker as well coming in. Panda Bear will be a dead bear this time. He may have been... Oh, he died too fast for me to actually make a pun. I want to make a panda joke, but... people die too fast against Greater Bash and Chaos Knight. They do a lot of physical damage, especially with the level 4 Reality Rift. There's no crit on the Chaos Knight, but that doesn't matter because there's tons of armor reduction, as I call the armor reduction. The Culling Blade brings it downtown, and no Sunder for the Terrorblade because of that. Now, CK is hiding in the bushes here. Grabs out the TP, will go for the TP out. Nice ward here by the Rubik. And he's waiting for the rune. Very casual wait here. It's like, only in low MMR will you see these kind of players like do this. He got pinged out by himself? No, that's blue, so that's Chaos Knight. He does have the Conjure image.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Medusa farming slowly for that Lincoln Spear. It's gonna help a lot against things like charge, I guess. But there's also this thing where he still farms the stun 2 seconds, but Spiritbreaker charged the Ancient Creep instead of him. Nice misplay there by Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. Does have the Echo Saber. Meister with the Hand of Midas looking to do some work here. The double damage almost wearing off on the Bloodseeker. Will he do something? Blood Rages himself. Voltfrost got spotted. There we go, that's the call. The tornado to save. Chaos Knight is running from his life. And nothing of value was lost. No Rupture was committed there. The Rupture on the Disruptor. He ulties himself and the Rubik actually steals Static Storm. This is huge. He uses the Static Storm to actually stop the Spiritbreaker from getting out of. But he finally gets it off. Is there gonna be... No, the mechanism. No bashes will get him a kill this day. But there's no mana on the rig. Will Spiritbreaker get out? No. It looks like a bit of puffing issues there. Either that or he just gave up on life. So it's gonna be 2-0 and they burned the Disruptor out. So this is gonna be a guaranteed tier 2 unless Invoker with level 1 Exhort can show off his prowess. Looks like he's not. Disruptor's coming with the TP. Rupture is on cooldown, but X does have the blink. Does not want to commit for the Disruptor and they just back off. So if my analysis guy was here, he would say good discipline by the Dire team, but I am a lonely boy without any help, so Let's take this time to appreciate how slow the Medusa is farming. Now, second highest on the net worth here, 6k net worth. She's trying her best for that Lincoln Spear. A quick check, as no viewers at all. Oh no. Regen rune will go to Rubik. Vanguard on X gonna help a lot against Terrorblade and Spiritbreaker. I don't think it helps that much against Chaos Knight, but Reality Rift isn't being targeted on the axe. It's being used on the squishies or the priority heroes like Bloodseeker and Medusa. So Bloodseeker here with another Ogre Club. Is this going to be the BKB? Or is he just dumb and he wants to build an Echo Saber? We will never know. BKB is desperately needed this game because they have things like they have Disruptor, I hear Charge. Or is it going all the way top? It's gonna be Rubik. But you see, he cancels. Okay. Spiritbreaker being a little bitch. Need to believe in yourself. Eye of Skadi Rush on the Terrorblade. Is that actually a good idea? I mean, there are a lot better things. A Force Staff into the Hurricane Pike would help you with survivability. I mean, yes, the Eye of Skadi gives you lots of stats, but oh, he's being pinged out. Very nice ward here by the Rubik, and now the Chaos Knight gets ruptured. Where's the follow-up? They forced him to TP because all the way over here, Spiritbreaker charges home. Disruptor being chased down. He does have the Glimpse. Sends the Bloodseeker slightly away. They forced the Metamorphosis. The call missed on the Spiritbreaker. Something like that. Medusa. This is so lopsided. It's everybody just doing their own thing. The Bloodseeker went in with no communication with his team, I guess. He hashtags worth, but what exactly it was? Just Rupture? I don't know. What did they ping? The Conjure Image? So strange. Did I think it was the real one? There's no rat going on either, so this tower could go down unless some defense is mounted. The Medusa is staying so far behind. She does not want to get caught at all. There's the Lincoln Spear. That was what she was. That was what she was waiting for. Snake. We need 2 bounces. The Corn too, that's great. The entire creep wave as well. Ulti by the Disruptor, the Stone Gaze to boot. The ulti is basically doing nothing at all. Nice Culling Blade there by the Axe. 2 kills. Bloodseeker picks off the 3rd. And the Invoker being stun locked. The Culling Blade misses. And Terrorblade saves his ass. Or did he? Nice Deafening Blast coming in. The Chaos Knight getting with the Reality Rift. Abaddon does not have borrow time. Can go for either the deny or something soon. But the buyback on the Spiritbreaker as well. There we go. The Nether Strike onto Bloodseeker. Terrorblade picks it off. Axe is back in the fray of a 2-man core. There is the Sunder available. He sunders the Lincoln Spear. Now that's big. The Tornado yet again does nothing. Flashsinger can go for the level 4 Glimpse. Does not want to use it on the Medusa because of Lincoln Spear. Forcing 2 buybacks in exchange for just the Bloodseeker. I think that was hashtag not worth. Yes, Medusa does have Lincoln Spear. Genesis, thanks for pointing that out. Drink a sip of water. Remember to stay hydrated, guys. Culver Fifi here, working on the Blink Dagger. It's very, very poor, man. It's actually poorer than the Disruptor. What a sad boy. Sad boy. Ward finally got dewarded, but what is Zaya gonna do now? Panda Bear is going for the BKB. Smart choice, lad. Let's wonder what's the course of action now. They can continue the push, apply as much pressure as possible. They do have really good mid game. They don't siege towers as well as someone like Terrorblade, but they should take the advantage before these core items and the Invoker, you know, comes online. He's still building for that Aghanim Scepter. It's not gonna be finished that soon. There is a smoke gang coming out. Any ulti, the Nether Strike, not gonna be used. Panda Bear picks up the invis. So this is very deadly. Tornado Rush, nothing's there. And Panda Bear goes to. Does he want Terrorblade? It looks like he wants Terrorblade. Okay, never mind. It's gonna be solo invis. The rest of his team smoke up. They follow him. They let him lead. Alright, they notice everybody backed off. Only Invoker is outside of the base. Vote Frost. Empowering Haste being used constantly as Terrorblade gets caught in the bottom there. And gets caught. And now Chaos Knight here does go down. That Blood Rage level 3 is so much work. He is being charged without a BKB. It's coming in on the Crow, but it's so far away. Will it reach him in time? The glimpse in the kinetic field was a bit off there. And there is a double damage here available. So here comes the BKB, I assume. It's gonna be so beneficial for the Bloodseeker. He's gonna be able to tank everything, and the fact that Invoker and Chaos Knight, yeah, they all rely on getting their stuns in, their magics in, Disruptor as well. The BKB is gonna be so detrimental to them. But let's hope the Terrorblade can carry them, because he hasn't been doing that well. Even the Medusa has more farm than him, but his Eye of Skadi is finally completed, so he does have 1.8k HP. That's quite a lot, but let's see what he can do with it. Don't know if that's gonna be the game changer or not. It allows for chasing, it allows for sustain, but leaves a lot of questions to be asked. Rubik gets his blink, so great. They have two initiators now. Axe and the Rubik. There's a lot of spells the Rubik can steal to change the tide of this game. Things like Nether Strike, things like Disruptor out, Static Storm, Deafening Blast, Tornado, EMP. Really good against Chaos Knight if he steals the EMP. Really good against Terrorblade as well, because Thunder still requires mana, but he does have, I guess the Eye of Skadi does supplement his mana pool, 1128 mana. Stay hydrated, boys. I hear a Sunstrike. Not too sure where it was. Vote Frost working on the hand of Midas. It's gonna be the catch-up Midas. Abaddon going for Garden Greaves now since it's Vampire. Never mind. Going for Aghanim Scepter. Very, very good too. What Ags does is that it allows Abaddon to soak up damage in the 900 AoE around himself. 40% of the damage dealt is reduced to yeah, basically his teammates suffer 40% less damage and he gets all of that in HP. Was I right? Was I right? I don't know, I can't see. Oh no. Hopefully I'm right. Should also do a separate cast where I go through the basics of the game and try and talk about the game, I guess. I don't know, from a low MMR perspective kind of guy. I like how Dios only lost one tower, and that's because they were pushing mid while the creeps took the bot tower. Scan being used by the Radiant. They're hoping to find a gank squad or something, but everybody's just farming. Medusa with at. Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? I don't know. I've never used the Medusa eggs before. DD as well. DD? Never use Medusa Eggs ever. The charge comes in. It's gonna hit 2. The disruptor on 3, but the BKB being popped. The silence is being laid down. Only hits 1 with the rupture out on the Chaos Knight. There we go. The huge tornado on all 4. Chaos Knight will be the first one to die, but Bloodseeker starts running from his life, and he does not get out there. Was a glimpse back here. Terrorblade doing so much damage there. The Eye of Ascari actually coming into play here. They can't run from him now. The nice Deafening Blast by the Invoker. The Reflection as well. Not sure why the Abaddon didn't pop that earlier. I think it would have helped a lot in dispelling the debuffs, but still, there we go. He goes home. It's gonna be the comeback here by the Radiant team. So I think all of the work there was basically the Invoker. Very amazing 4-man tornado into a 4-man Deafening Blast. That was really good, the follow-up. The fact that Bloodseeker ran all the way in and tanked Terrorblade head on, I think that was the flaw in... Yeah, I think that the fact that the Bloodseeker just rushed in head first and didn't stick with his team, and the Stone Gaze being used preemptively, I think that was the problem. The charge coming in. Rubik does have Cold Snap, but the charge commits. The Axe gets the call only on 2 illusions. The Rupture being used. The Disruptor out as well. Well played there. Well played by the Bloodseeker, managing to actually survive everything. And the Medusa TPing back here. The Aghanim's Mystic Snake, not Stone Gaze. Does quite a bit of work. Now the Invoker. The backline. The core onto Terrorblade. Deafening Blast on 2. Terrorblade's down with a Cull. Rubik with that Blink Dagger showing off his prowess with that Blink Telekinesis. Meister goes down. Dire team opting to go for the siege on the middle lane. Forces the buyback on the Terrorblade, who still does have Thunder. And almost 3,000 gold in at the bank. This could be a BKB. This could be a Dragon Lance. Let's see what it is. It's a Reflection Harass or something. Volker's up in a bit. Do they really want to commit this? They want to commit the push? Looks like they are, and the response is overwhelming here. Disruptor almost here. There, the nice ward being placed down, but it's already been established that the Disruptor countered, and the Rubik counters the wards again. So the Abaddon is going to be the frontline man today. He's going to tank the towers like nobody's business, and the Dire opt to run away. If the Invoker and everybody chooses to TP to the shrine right now, they could look for a fight, but I guess they won't. They ping out Roshan, so is it really time for Roshan? Rubik's gonna place a ward up here. Gives him tons of vision. They notice the Chaos Knights over here. Alright. I hear the kinetic field. It's not gonna hit anything. And Roshan will be starting now. It looks like they are going to smoke, are they? The Crow does not have a smoke. Instead, it just has the Hand of Midas for the Chaos Knight. Terrorblade wants to go Butterfly right now. Okay. Lots of pings by yellow. So Disruptor says they are definitely rushing. Sunstrike sees the Abaddon. They know that something's up. They have to commit. The Axe is over there, and the Rubik is the one that gets charged, but Spiritbreaker is lifted up. The Stone Gaze being used. There is no Disruptor out. The Chaos Knight ulties, and his illusions don't die. Spiritbreaker, does he die to Bloodseeker? Yes, he does. And now Terrorblade here against the Abaddon, who did have the borrow time. He's not going to do anything, but the call, the Axe, will he get the Terrorblade up? The stun lock on the Terrorblade is huge. A cow will do the trick. He doesn't even need the cow. No Sunder coming off. And the Bloodseeker turning on the BKB, going ham against the Invoker, but The Spirit Breaker, did he buy back? Yes, the Spirit Breaker bought back again. And now it's gonna be all in for the Bloodseeker, who is alone. Nice. Snake gonna stone all of them. The Agonyms. Snake was huge. Spirit Breaker chasing up the Bloodseeker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is a run for the ages, but Spirit Breaker is the one that gets the kill. But Frost there will not be spotted by Cypher.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So who won that fight? Let's take a look at the fight recap here. I think both teams were kind of equal. The fact that Terrorblade is probably worth a lot, but he's tanky as hell. Chaos Knight is tanky as hell. Spirit Breaker is tanky as hell. Look at the comparison between damage done. Stone Gaze was not as effective as I thought it would be, and the Tome of what? Strange. The Tome of Knowledge was used in the middle of that fight. I didn't even see that. So Medusa starts TP, and yep, nothing's gonna happen. It's a game of farming again then. Axe can pick up the Arcane Rune, or is he saving it for somebody? Axe building the Aghanim Scepter, thinking. Chaos Knights in Roshan, and they are being pinged out. This ward by Rubik has not been dewarded. Terribly doing so much work here. He tanked the entirety of the Dire team for so long. It was sad that he couldn't get off the Sunder. Maybe if he had a BKB, he could have done something, you know. But the ward being placed there by the Rubik, very nice. The Sunstrike gonna scout Roshan. So will the Terrorblade illusion. Tornado hits 2, EMP to follow up. There we go, the engage onto the Rubik first. The support going down. The Medusa stone gazing in the kinetic field. It's time to go ham, my friends. There we go, the Meteor, the Phantasm, the Snake not doing anything. Terrorblade needs to be able to catch somebody with the illusion. Yes, he gets it onto the Medusa, and now it's gonna be the call onto everybody with the Blade Mail on cooldown though. That was so close. However, the damage is too much. The damage is really too much. The Sunder, no Sunder at all not being used. Tornado on 3. They did so hard. They tried so hard. The Axe not getting the call off.
Tower is under attack.
And Bloodseeker is here. He wants to get the Rupture off. Does he get it off? Yes, he does. And Meister is dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
My god, that call by the Axe was huge. Now that counter Helix is pure. Jesus Christ.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Roshan will go into the hands of Medusa,
Tower is under attack.
and that's going to,
Roshan has fallen to
yeah, that's gonna make the Dire team a hell of a lot more dangerous. So Terrorblade still working on Butterfly, and they don't have buyback. So if they force the next fight in the next couple of minutes, I think it could be GG just because of Medusa. That Axe Scepter on the Medusa actually turning out to be quite relevant, because it turns people to stone for 1 second, and when you're stoned, you take bonus physical. Yeah, bonus physical is, it's 1 second, so maybe you can get like 2 arrows in or something. What was the stun on? I heard a stun. Right, attempt on reflection there. There was an attempt for a reflection there, but wards, and they're just pushing the advantage. That's what the Dire team is doing. What should the Radiant do? Meister with very amazing plays. However, they got harshly countered by the Axe. Let's click on Meister here. He's building for that Octarine Core. Do you think Octarine Core at this stage of the game is that efficient an item? I mean, that good of an item. Maybe something like Shiva's Guard would have been better, but I don't know. Alright guys, I don't play Invoker, so I don't know what to say. So Voltfrost looks to be waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for. Bloodseeker Velodazord, very good item here. A lot of things you can reflect or dispel, like reflection,
Dire's top tower is under
Thunder Strike, Glimpse,
Dire's structures are fortified.
Cold Snap, Charge, Reality Rift, and Chaos Ball.
Dire's top tower is being
Intimidation, EMP, so that so that they know that, you know, you intimidate them with an EMP, like, oh, I have EMP, you know, stuff like that. Can I draw on the map? No, I can't draw here. Jesus Christ. Mechanism on the Disruptor, going for Glimmer Cape. Zaya still has the advantage. Look at how Radiant have to be really careful whenever they go out. So Panda Bear, is that... This is Rupture. Okay, he is Ruptured. It's not gonna TP out. Meister is in position, gets a two-man tornado, but Volt Frost will die. The Glimpse sends Fifi back to safety. All they burnt was one Rupture, and I think they can actually go with a commitment. Yeah, they can commit. Rubik's Stole, Tornado. Now that's huge. It's a very good setup here. Axe with a Intimidation blink there. Not gonna catch anyone, but the call to Terrorblade into the Tornado. Disruptor being applied down. Rubik can't steal anything. The Lotus are doing so much work here. But Axe, will he fall today? The mechanism to save, and Abaddon doing so much work. The Stone Gaze, the big play there by Cypher. Rubik bringing the Spirit Breaker up in the air as he falls to Panda Bear. The Tornado not going to be that useful. Meister, can you go with the Meatball? Is it going to be? No, it's the EMP. It's going to sap a ton of... Oh, it's the charged Rubik? What? Rubik was charging? Nice. He stole Chaos Ball, but doesn't have any mana to use it. Reality Rifted, your Rubik will go down. Axia, low HP, but lots of armor. Tons of armor, exactly. The Abaddon turns on his borrowed time, and now the two of them are fighting the Chaos Knight, who will die in the end. And the Tornado catches tree, but Meister is not in position to basically do anything. Okay, the Deafening Blast comes down. EMP to zone. Doesn't do that much work. Look at Medusa, doesn't really care. The Meatball. Bloodseeker's going out of the Meatball. Does have the Rupture, goes in for the Invoker, who TPs out. Very nice there. BKB by the Bloodseeker. Just in case, you know, he would throw a Tornado or something instead of TP out. Borrowed time being used because it's automatically used when Abaddon goes below a certain HP. So the Tornado does damage when you land. That's why. And we are seeing some lag. We experience the huge amount of lag right now. And wow. Hello, we can see so much happening right now, but my screen is frozen, and I'm sure you guys there basically could see what happened. The Spirit Breaker will go down, the Stone Gaze being used, but everybody faces away. Rubik blinked in, used the Reality Rift. It's going to be a 2 cm Reality Rift. Terrorblade comes back up, Mans fights the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker realizes his folly, starts to run, Kinetic Field being placed. And Terrorblade's Illusion dies before he can get the kill, but he himself stands strong without the Sunder. Goes in with the Metamorph. Cypher doesn't care. The Snake to Stone. The auto attacks coming in. Axe can go for the core. The Culling Blade misses out of this world. And they can't kill the Medusa now. The Snake could come out and stone all three of them. Yes, it does. And it's just going to be a very slow siege. Terrorblade is regenning more damage than he deals, but that's the GG. The lag spike just killed the mood, didn't it? But that's a game. That's the game indeed. So thanks everyone for watching. That's episode 1 of YJ's Cast and Catch. Oh, Catch and Cast, whatever. I'll think about it. It's the first episode. So see you guys next time, I guess. Maybe I should cast another one right now. Think about it. Oh, let's stop the recording first.